Keen is a company that's rooted in innovation. Everything started with a shoe called the Newport, which when it launched was this big, clunky sandal, but it happened to be, highly functional and worked great in the outdoors. Once consumers saw it, it took off. From there, it was just a matter of keeping up at that pace and bringing our fans new, innovative product that solved problems in their daily lives. I've always felt like the shoe industry just stagnated for literally, I would say, 100 years. I mean, the process was very simple. You'd start with sketches, you'd go to refined drawings, you'd send that to Asia, you'd wait 3 weeks, and you'd get in this months-long process of just back and forth. 3 years ago, we were as old school as anybody.
The 3D department started initially as an experiment where Keen wanted to see how accurate ideas can look in 3D from sketches.
And since then, it's been just literally gas to the floor, figuring out the best way to refine our processes.
I've tried many softwares throughout the years, and when I got to Modo finally, one of the biggest takeaways was that I was having fun.
When we first started using Modo, I wanted to jump on it from a design perspective and see, okay, how does this actually work for a designer who's grown up, with pencil and paper? And within 30 minutes to an hour, the lights went on in my head of just, this is literally going to change the way we do everything moving forward. From a design standpoint, we want to get to a point where we're designing in 3D. We're using the same 3D models to do tooling engineering. We're using the same 3D models to market. We're using the same 3D models for animation. We're using the same 3D models for pretty much everything we're doing. You're building a strong foundation, I think, is the easiest way of looking at it. In the past, that was not how it worked. You had photo samples, you had AI CAD drawings, you had sketches. I think what Modo does is it brings something totally new to the table. It's a much more creative process than something like Rhino or some similar CAD tool. There was this point where the big question became, how are we going to show it to people? And people being our fans. We have this data, we have this foundation that we can use, this 3D model, and we can spread it across anywhere. And one very logical direction was VR.
We decided to give it a shot and spend about 2 weeks, put the whole thing together for a presentation.
It was shocking to me how easy it was.
So right now the VR is being used in 10 stores in Europe. We have it here at headquarters, and we also have one in our store in Palo Alto.
I would say kind of a message to the industry regarding 3D is get on it as soon as possible. It's not going anywhere, and if you're not on it, you're going to get left behind, and that's never fun.
Our goal within a year is to use Modo in order to bridge different departments and have that as all one big live link. The change occurring anywhere down the chain will update everything that's involved in the making of a shoe.
I would recommend, the Foundry and Modo to anybody that's working in the fashion and footwear apparel industry right now. It's been phenomenal for us.